What's going on, guys? Awesome back, and today I'm going to be telling you guys why you cannot rank up and are hard stuck in Rainbow Six Siege. Now, there's a lot of things that go into it, but today I'm going to be covering 5 things that you are doing or you aren't doing that are prohibiting you from winning games or ranking up and getting out of the ranks and getting into ranks that you want to get in. So yeah, let's get straight into it. All right, so the first thing is you guys got to stop baiting. Seriously, like baiting just hurts your team so much more than you can possibly think. The only thing baiting is good for is getting your KD up. And at the end of the day, if you're watching this video, you want to win more games and rank up. So you need to stop baiting. If you know your team needs you. If you're just sitting out here, sitting on a head peak, like just holding, whatever, and just not getting in the building, you're just sitting out here for minutes and just not helping your team, not being aggressive, not doing anything, it is just negatively impacting your team. And I have had teammates that will bait, and then I'll say something to them and they will just literally be like, well, maybe you guys shouldn't have died. And then it's like, maybe if you were with our push, maybe we would have, it would have turned out differently. So yeah, baiting is a big no-no. I think it will obviously help your stats, but at the end of the day, nobody wants to just have a good KD and be in gold, right? You want to have, it. I would rather have a 1 KD in champion than have like my 1.3 and be in, gold or silver. So yeah, stop baiting, help your team get in, push with your team, take map control, and win rounds. Okay, so the next thing is choose helpful operators. I feel like I talk about operator choice and selection every time I make a video like this, but truthfully, running operators and, hard breaches, so like you're running Thermite, or you're running like EMPs like Thatcher, or like Dokkaebi, or Ace for hard breach, and then you're running guys like, Kate or Bandit to help get the wall. At the end of the day, those aren't the most exciting operators to run, right? But if your team is not running them and and like you're just not going to have them on your team, but they're going to benefit you significantly in the push that you're doing or the defense or something that you're holding, run them. Like be the bigger person, because at the end of the day, maybe your KD or your kills that you're getting is going to be lower, but the probability and the rounds that you're winning are going to be higher. You're going to win more rounds, you're going to win more rounds frequently. That's going to turn into you winning more games, and in turn ranking up and stuff like that, and so on and so forth. So just biting the bullet and running those operators when nobody else will, at the end of the day, is just going to make your team better and just well-rounded and just help you in every single aspect. So yeah, run helpful operators. Next up is you guys never plant. I feel like that is something that I don't see a ton of, right? Nobody ever tries to plant. At the end of the day, a lot of people will just push in, and including myself, will just push in, and our objective will be to just kill every single person on the map. A lot of the times, rounds, like, you will be able to, have a window where if you guys just run the certain operators or you communicate enough, you can just, get in and just plant the bomb and then get out, and then at the end of the day, just hold crosses and win rounds like that. And it's simple like that. I get, like, not everybody, has people to talk to. A lot of people sometimes will just, just solo queue and like not have the communication that you need that really involves getting the plant down. And I get stuff like that, it is what it is. But if you guys like have people to talk to that communicate, like be the guy who's like, okay, like let you run Capitao, and like we'll fire this off, and then we'll just get the plant down. Maybe you run Yang and like stuff like that. Like get the plants down. Planting in this game, I swear, like if you guys can focus on planting like once or twice in a single game, like you will most likely win those rounds, and it will help you in turn win games faster. Because again, in pro league, like that's all they do. And I get like I'm not in pro league, you're not in pro league, no one on consoles in pro league, so I get that. But at the end of the day, planting is a big feature of this game, and you guys need to use it more. So this next thing is going to go in turn with what I just talked about, not planting, and it's people not knowing how to play post plant correctly. So playing post plant, I can't really tell you what to do in every situation, because every post plant is going to be different, but I'll give you guys some of the basics that you should apply and use and then adapt off of those basics. So when you are on attack, right, basically if you get the plant down, you are just right on defense. You switch from attack to defense. If plant's down for the defenders, the defender switch to attack. So if you are an attacker, right, we'll cover the attacker side first. You are a defender now, and what you should do is just hold angles and play passively, because the only time you should really be playing aggressively is if you're down numbers. But even then, like, you shouldn't be too aggressive, because it's basically on you just to protect the diffuser. But playing passively, holding angles, not just swinging everything, and just listening and playing off sound are going to be your, like, keys and things you are going to want to do if you guys are going to want to win this post plants on attack. And that's why a lot of the time you will, like, as a defender, you will be just, okay, we need to take back site, and you'll kind of just swing, like, say we planted behind bunks, and you'll just kind of swing out, and no one will be here, because, like, they're gonna be playing passively, waiting for you to, plant. And this is the right way, right? You get the plant behind bunks. You can just sit out this window, wait for them to defuse, and just swing and prefire, right? That is perfectly how you want to play attack on the post plant. Now, when you're on defense, and this is probably the biggest thing, that I see people do, and I do sometimes, is, like, you aren't aggressive enough. When you are on defense and the plant is down, you have to think about this, right? You need to get there to defuse, because even if you kill everybody, that doesn't end the round. You need to defuse the bomb. So, and keep in mind, it's about 7 seconds to defuse, right? So you need to keep that in mind with the time that you're going to take to recapture site and, kill everybody that stands in your way, right? So being aggressive is the key, right? Swinging, pre-firing, you need to be doing that, because if you're playing too slow, where, like, I'm just going to sit here, plants behind bunks again, and I'm just sitting here, holding this angle on the defensive side, like, if attacker is playing the post plant correctly, this is never going to work. It's just going to waste your time and stuff like that. Maybe quick peek this and then swing out, and then, like, get behind bunks and then get on plant, bait them to get inside and kill them. Playing post plant on defense is basically just being aggressive, swinging angles, getting the kills that you need in a timely manner so you can still have time to defuse. So that is basically how to play post plant on attack and defense. And last but not least, you guys give up important map control way too easily. And this, I'm going to talk about it on attack first, but we'll talk about defense first. Map control is very key, right? So if we are defending, right, say I'm defending, and I'm defending the second floor on Oregon, right? What you want to do is these key map control positions, you want to literally just make sure that these attackers, getting to them, they are, like, they can't get there, or you just want to, like, stall time so they, get there super late, and then their push and stuff is, like, ruined, or, it's super rushed and it's not how it should be, right? So, like, on this site, like, I would think, trophy is a definitely big, map control, like important map control that the attackers and defenders have. And then also attic, I feel like, are two spots that, are important in map control, because they flood attic, then they have access, to this attic, whatever, and then they just have access to the games. And then usually there's a rotate here, which will flood, and then they have access to games and stuff like that, so they can, kind of push through here. They smoke off this, and then they can run in and have kids. Okay. Or, they have trophy, and then, they can get the wall, and then have games, and then just watch from here and get the plant down, and it's easy, right? Having people play here and picking helpful operators that are oriented to, prohibiting them from getting this site control, or just delaying them from getting it. So, obviously, like I said, their push and stuff is later and rushed, is going to be key for defending a lot of sites. And especially that's why you see, like, if you're playing on, like, a basement site, or you're playing on a first floor site, and there's, like, soft, flooring above it, people will play upstairs, because that upstairs, like, right over the site, is important map control. And, basically making it so they can't just access that for free is just how you play it. You don't want to give that up to the other team, and just think about it like that. important sites like that is just bad to give up, and it's just going to make your defense life like way, way, way harder. And if we want to talk about it on the attack side, taking sites like this, like I said, I think I've like already talked about it, kind of covered it, but taking this is just going to allow you to just attack way easier instead of just, oh, okay, we have like nothing, we just all have to funnel up a white, or like we all just have to, you know, we get this super late and then we all just have to funnel through the door and just run and like die, you know what I mean? Run to our death. So I think that is huge. Map control is huge. Make sure you guys are not giving it up on defense too early or at all. And then on attack, make sure you guys are getting it so you guys can push and attack better. But yeah, that is map control. All right, so that's going to be all for today's video. If you did enjoy, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Follow my Twitch. It is linked down in the description. But yeah, I hope some of these, you know, tips could have helped you guys. I know the feeling of being hard stuck, so it definitely does suck, but at the end of the day, you just need to be able to learn and grow. Take these tips and just, you know, be like, oh, if I'm doing one of these things, you know, just be like, oh, I'm doing one of these things, you know, I'm going to work on it and be better and help myself, you know, be better, because everybody hates being hard stuck. Everybody hates, you know, not being able to rank up and stuff like that. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed again, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.